Well, it's been a little while since I made a video because I've lost the vehicle I usually work on and I have something different, and just changed out the brake booster a couple days ago and figured that I could pass on some of the knowledge that I have learned on this whole situation and maybe help somebody else out. Today it's a 78 f250, and what you want to do first, I've already done it, but I'm just going to show y'all to the best of my ability. I don't know how well I'm going to be able to show y'all this part, but right down here at the top of the brake pedal, let's see if I can get up in there and show you. There may not be enough light, but let's see. Kind of jerry-rigged up in there. Anyway, there's a little pin. Let me see if I can get it up in there. Y'all probably gonna be feeling a little bit. Right up there, you can see that little pin right there. You gotta pull out, and then you gotta pry. Let's see. Okay, so this pin right here you gotta pull out, and then you gotta pry this whole this bar here over from that bar. Just stick a pry bar in there once you get that other pin over there out, because this pin on the brake bar does not come out on mine anyways. It's welded on there, so I had to pry it apart, and then it just popped off and got loose. Alright, so there's these two brackets back here, one on each side, and you got two bolts in each one. Well, most folks in their videos, they take those brackets apart, but I didn't do that, and it seemed like that it was a lot easier for me. All I did, I didn't change out the master cylinder, but I didn't need to. I know it looks ugly and everything, but it's still working. So there's two bolts, one on each side. Took those nuts off and slid that out of the way. It just fell out of the way and didn't do no damage. Something I was concerned about is the shaft from the brake booster coming out of that maybe leaking, but that wasn't the case. So you don't have to worry about that. Anyway, once that's off, then you just pull your vacuum line out right there. And my booster came with a new plastic piece here that the vacuum line hooks onto, and I just left that there and pulled the piece off of the vacuum line that used to be there. Anyway, there's 4 bolts on the back side of the booster holding the booster. This one here, down here, and then there's 2 more over there. Now that is a 9/16. I have a ratcheting metric set. A 14mm works as well. I just used a ratcheting 14mm and took those nuts off just from right on top here. Did not have to take the hood off. Somebody had said that it's easier to take the hood off. It was pretty easy for me. I just stuck it right down in there and ratcheted them right out of there. And then once those nuts was off, I just used a pry bar, and there was some gap in between these brackets and the booster, right in here, and I just took that pry bar and pried it on out of there. Now there's a rubber boot that slides on there that goes up in between those. I don't know if I can show you very well, but hopefully y'all can see that rubber boot up in there. And that was, it was a little snug, but I pried it out of there, and then it only comes out so far, maybe 3 or 4 inches at the most. And there's another pin back there that you got to take out, and it'll just release the whole booster. So I pulled the booster out. I pulled that pin out, put in the new booster, just reversed the process of everything, and honestly, the hardest part I think was on the inside of the truck where the brake pedal, that pin hooks up to the shaft that goes to the booster through the firewall. That pin was the hardest to put back. Other than that, it probably took me, I even took breaks and I took my time. Probably took me about 30 minutes to do. It was pretty easy. So all these folks saying you got to take off the hood, you ain't got to do that. That's just a waste of time and a good way to get somebody hurt, especially if you're doing it by yourself. I hope that this helps somebody. If it does help you, or even if it doesn't really help you, if you're just being educated or whatever, whether you like it or not, I don't care. Like it, subscribe, hit that notification bell. I'll try to put up some more videos. We just recently bought this 2010 Chevy or GMC Acadia, same thing as a Chevy, but I'm gonna be doing timing chains on it, so maybe I'll get some videos of that. I'm not gonna make no promises because things happen. Anyway, that's our two vehicles that we have now, is that Acadia and my 78 F250. I'll shut the hood down and let y'all get a better look at it. Anyway, I gave $1,000 for this truck. Basically stole it, and just had some fuel problems, which it hadn't ran in over a year. It hadn't been started or nothing. But it's a pretty sweet old truck for $1,000, and I changed out the fuel tank and put a new fuel filter in it, cleaned it all up, and fired it right up and runs good. So that's the story on that. Anyway, like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Send me a comment, whatever. Let me know a little, some tips on making videos better. I'm not too good at making videos, so if y'all give me some tips on how I could help y'all better, just let me know. Y'all have a good day.